for joining us for 2024 DCAT Week. Can you guys take a moment to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Hi, I'm Andrea Conforto. I'm the Vice President of the CDMO Biotech division with Olon, now around 7 years within the company.
I'm Zack McGahey. I'm Chief Operating Officer of Antheia.
Can you all tell me a little bit about the ongoing partnership between Antheia and Olon? What sort of complementary forces drew you together, and what's kept it going since 2022?
Certainly. Antheia has for some time been developing, key synthetic biology processes and products that allow us to manufacture key starting materials and API drug targets from simple yeast fermentations that can leverage existing infrastructure that's in place and has been in place for decades and used for other products, and allows us to manufacture these products in a way in which they cannot be made globally right now. And what drew us to Olon is the capabilities and capacity of their factories that will allow us to continue to manufacture these products at scale.
Yeah, indeed, as Zach was anticipating, we are experts in API manufacturing. We have a long history in manufacturing our production sites. We have actually 2 microbial fermentation sites that we're using for making these kind of products made with biotech technology. In the last, I would say, 50 plus years, we have really gained a lot of experience in making this kind of products. So I think that's a perfect match between our 2 companies. They have the innovation experience. We have the manufacturing experience and the know-how how to bring the product from the lab up to commercial manufacturing.
Now, it's my understanding on Antheia's end that there's been an effort to scale up supply of KSMs and APIs. Can you just tell me a bit about the demand you're seeing for these products, and have there been any market forces or anticipated market shifts that may have increased demand for these commercial products?
The products that Antheia manufactures are mature products that have been around for centuries in some case. What our technology enables us to do is produce them in a method in which they cannot be done today. These target molecules currently are only globally made by extracting these compounds from plants. And as you might expect, those sorts of supply chains are fragile, subject to issues such as climate change, and routinely lead to large fluctuations in supply against demand that often lead to drug shortages. And so what Antheia's technology can do is it allows us to build a more robust supply chain for these globally consumed products in a way that's robust and prevents situations where these target molecules are unavailable to the general public because they are in shortage and because the current supply chain methodology cannot meet the fluctuations that happen within the market.
Andrea, in a recent press release, Olon mentioned some investments in their biotech centers, and they made a point to highlight how there's been really significant efforts to reduce the production's impact on the environment. Can you just talk about some of these steps you've taken and why it's such a business priority?
Sure, absolutely. As I said, we are a manufacturers. We are making our own products, but also we are making products for third parties, like in the collaboration with Antheia. So mainly with microbial fermentation technology, we are supporting launch of new products on the market. And this is a new way to making existing product, but in a more effective way from both environmental impact and also cost impact. So we recognize that this technology is really important for us. So we are having the experience, as I said, more than 50 years. And we are now renovating our sites by making investment and creating more capability to offer on the market for our customers. In this way, we can be more competitive, and at the same time, we can also contribute to reduce the environmental impact, because by making production with microbial fermentation, then the impact on the environment is much lower compared to the standard, extraction, chemical extraction or chemical synthesis technology. At the same time, we can also, support customers to try to reduce the cost of goods of the product, and also in this way, also reduce the price on the market and getting also the products more accessible to the people.
One of the wonderful things about DCAT is just picking some of the best and brightest minds in the life sciences industries. What are some of the key industry trends that you're observing that maybe more industry members should be aware of? Zach, why don't we start with you?
Well, I think the power of synthetic biology has, a significant opportunity to transform the way that medicines are, supplied into the market, and the tools that are available to us now that were not available a couple of decades ago allow us to reconsider, how we manufacture and, medicines, globally, because, a large portion of, the overall market is still, manufactured using relatively antiquated methods, and synthetic biology really has the opportunity to transform that, and Antheia is really at the forefront of that technology.
Absolutely. As a new trend in these days, we recognize that there are a lot of new products that are using synthetic biology, precision fermentation as technology for their own products. We are very active on that, supporting our customers to make it happen. We support them from moving the product from lab to the pilot up to commercial scale and commercial manufacturing. It's a trend that is exploding. I mean, a lot of new existing products now are trying to change the way in which the products can be made. And really, synthetic biology looks to be the right way to make it in a more sustainable way, not be connected and to be too much binded with the existing, source that is now usually a natural source. So it's mean that also your supply chain can be simplified a lot by making this product using precision fermentation.
Do you have any bold predictions for where the broader life sciences industry will be 10 years from now? This could be in terms of technologies, approaches, market forces, the state of the supply chain, whatever comes to mind. Zach, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think that 10 years from now, the industry will the shift that occurs with the evolution of synthetic biology within the supply chains will really create a new dynamic for how a lot of these products are managed within the market, how they're supplied to the market. I think that it will generate even, shifts in where, manufacturing is done, because, traditional centers for chemical synthesis may not be the traditional center for where this disruptive technology can occur and can happen. And so you'll find new manufacturing clusters, popping up in locations that were not previously, large centers of operation for manufacturing of pharmaceutical products. And so, whether that, synthetic biology will see an evolution where many of the core areas where key substrate is available at relatively low cost, whether that's in the Midwest of the United States or in other locations where feedstock is relatively affordable, you'll start to see those become, powerhouse locations for manufacturing of these types of products.
Yeah, I think for the next 10 years, I expect there will be some changes for sure. So far, we are now focusing on making products in a different way. I think in the next 10 years, we have to focus on making this product in a more sustainable way. So there could be a way to change raw materials to reduce the impact on the environment, to make more efficient manufacturing processes. I mean, there will be for sure some steps to make it better what we are able to do today. Making better could mean more efficient way, so in terms of energy, it's cheaper, and same way also environmental impact lower. I think that will be the focus for the next 10 years. This will mean also that will be new assets, because there will be more products to be made, and we know that today available capacity is an issue. So this means that Olon is already investing in existing sites. That's connected to the previous discussion of the investment done, because we recognize that there is a gap. Also now CDMO like us can support partners and innovative company to launch new products. So also this will change in the next year. I'm assuming that will be much less gaps there, and focus more on the key and strategic projects.
Thank you guys both for your fantastic answers and your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of DCAT Week 2024.
Thank you.
Thank you.